Hi friends, I'm Betsy. Welcome back to the channel. You're watching Heaven's Betsy, and today we're doing another vintage clothing haul, small but mighty, from my local thrift store. So stick around because we're gonna get right into that. We are up here in my studio space. You will see we are surrounded by crazy good vintage clothing. And I am going to be doing a vintage clothing haul for you today from the local thrift stores. So let's get started and take a look and see what I snagged when I was out at the thrift store. First off, I picked up this really great, it's almost like an equestrian design, little 70s top, probably late 60s, early 70s. It's got a zipper on the back, but the print was really great. It is polyester, just a cute little basic top. Moving into vintage t-shirts. This t-shirt is from 1998. It is a Bud Racing t-shirt. So this is really great. It's got a big graphic on the back, and it's got this lizard gecko. I guess this was one of their, I think in the 90s it was like the lizard gecko was kind of like their mascot, and he is hanging out there on the Bud race car. This Bud's for you. It's probably a good pickup. So I have to do a little bit more research on that, but I love the graphic. The graphic is fire. Is that what I'm supposed to say? This is fire. This is not a vintage t-shirt. This is probably a modern t-shirt by The Mountain, and it looks like they did a little bit of a collaboration with On the Bias, and I do not know that label. I know The Mountain, and I do not know On the Bias. I couldn't say no. It was kittens. I mean, how do you say no to kittens on a t-shirt? Like, meow, no. Kittens. Kittens. I mean, kittens. Kittens. Two 1990s unitards, like workouts. Let's do some aerobics. Let's do some step. Let's do some step aerobics. So these are just, I think one of them is dance skin. I don't know what the label is on the other one, and they're just from the 90s, vintage workout unitards. I actually, in the 90s when I taught aerobics and step aerobics, I would actually wear things like this in the 90s, and I would put on like these, like, you would like layer your workout clothes. You'd have like a bodysuit on, and then you would put like a little unitard, like a little bathing unitard like swimsuit, but it would be like a thong, and yeah, it was a whole moment. Let's not go back there. I picked up these really awesome, probably 80s and 90s. This is by Morning Sun. Yeah, I believe it's Morning Sun. Let me look. Yes, Morning Sun. I love picking up the label Morning Sun sweatshirts. I usually do graphic sweatshirts like this. This must have been a collaboration they did for the National Wildlife Federation, because that's the label that's on it. It's just a great, wonderful little pink sweatshirt. Very, very nice. And then I picked up the second little Morning Sun. The graphics are great on them. And this is for the National Wildlife Federation, and this is also a Morning Sun sweatshirt. Picked up another Shenanigans sweatshirt. That's another label for sweatshirts I like to pick up, and this one has the embroidery across it. Just cute little grandma core sweatshirts. Love them. Now we're going to get into some dresses. I happened to be in the right place at the right time. They just brought out a rack, and it had all these vintage dresses on it. So I snagged them all. I paid full price for them, and it was around $8. So usually they're like marked at like $15.99, but these were around the $8 mark. So I went ahead and picked them all up for full price that day. This one is probably late 60s, early 70s. It's got kind of a little mod look to it, short sleeve, but it's also got like a little bit of a dainty kind of bohemian look to it also. Probably late 60s, early 70s. Just sweet little dress, polyester dress, sheer arms on it, and then the cuffs on the bottom. So just a cute little dress. Another probably late 60s. This one has a metal zipper on the back, so this is probably in the late 60s on this one. Just a little yellow polyester, kind of a little mod dress. Here's a pink. I like this one. This is one of my favorites here. It's got a little bit of a fit and flare to it. It's a very cute little mod dress, but really cute. It had the original belt to it. So this is a really beautiful little velvet, red velvet, early 60s sleeveless dress. It's probably a little party dress. It's got a really neat little belt on it. I'm not sure if this belt is original to the dress. I think it might be. Metal zipper in the back. Just a sweet little dress in very nice condition. Here's another little probably late 50s, early 60s dress. Really sweet. And it's almost got like a chiffon overlay on top of a satin taffeta like bottom skirt and top. It's almost like two dresses in one, but it makes it really sweet. So pick that one up. Here's another cute little probably early 60s, late 50s dress. And it also is kind of like an overlay like the previous dress, except this is all attached. So this is sewn together. But very sweet little sheer sleeves on it and back metal zipper. And this is a nicer, larger size. This very cool 80s dress. Strapless 80s dress, great print, almost like a sarong style. It's got a tie here at the waist, but it's like a faux. It's just meant to look like a sarong, but it's kind of sewn in place. Very cute. It has light boning in the bust. And last but not least, we're moving into the 90s with this All That Jazz. A great label in the 80s and 90s, so very 90s. Got the denim top to it and the flowy skirt, and it's got the back ties. So there you go. Short but sweet vintage haul for you. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.